So children, we are dealing with chapter number 1 of class 7, and today we are going to deal with the complex permanent tissues. So these complex permanent tissues, they are all, actually made up of the cells that have lost their power of division, and this complex tissues, they consist of the type of the cells. They have the common origin and they are also performing a common function, but they are basically responsible for the transportation of water, mineral, nutrients, food materials to various parts of the plants. So these complex tissues are basically of two types, that is xylem and phloem, xylem or wood or phloem or blast. So these xylem and phloem, they're also known as the conducting tissues or vascular tissues, and both of them together form the vascular bundle of a plant. As you can see in the figure 1.7 now, xylem and phloem is there, epidermis is there, cortex is there, pith and cambium is there. So for now you need to understand that xylem and phloem. Okay, so as you can see, xylem and phloem, in between them cambium is present. So in the xylem you can see that arrow is moving up. So this shows that the whatever material that has been absorbed by the root is being getting transported to the upper part of the plant. And in the phloem you can see the arrow is coming down. This shows that the whatever food that has been prepared by the plant in the leaf has to be transported to different parts of the plant. So this xylem is responsible for the transportation of water and this phloem is responsible for transportation of food. Okay, so as the word suggests, xylose, it means wood. Okay, this is a Greek origin word and it means wood. And it provide the mechanical strength to the plant, plus it is a conducting tissue. Conducting means transporting tissues. It is distributing a different minerals, water, food to the water and minerals to the different parts of the plant. So actually this xylem is composed of four types of cells: tracheids, vessels or trachea, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma. Okay, leaving this xylem parenchyma, all the three cells, that is tracheids, vessels and the xylem sclerenchyma, all are dead. Okay, now the tracheids, they are the elongated cell, they have the tapering end and the opening is not present at the end. So the from one cell the water is moving to the other cell through the pits present on its wall. And this vessels or trachees, they have the openings present at the ends, and so they form a channel for the transportation. Okay, and this xylem parenchyma is responsible for the storing of the food, and whenever they need the food is needed by any part of the plant, then it transported later on. Okay, now this xylem sclerenchyma, it is a what, non-living dead part of a plant. The other, all these three are dead, only the xylem parenchyma, it is living. Okay, as you can see here, no, this is a xylem cell. You can see the cell are present in this way, where here the perforated plates are present. Okay, here their elongated channel has been formed. These are the tracheids. Okay, these are the vestigial members. So this is how the xylem cells appear. Okay, now this tissues. Okay, now this phloem, it is again a word of Greek origin which means bark. It's also perform a mechanical function, and it is basically has, it also has four types of cells, that is sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So these leaf tubes, they are actually the cylindrical cells and they are composed of elongated walled cell. Okay, यहाँ पे you can see the sieve plates, companion cells, sieve area, sieve elements, fibers. Okay, so they are responsible for transportation of food prepared in the leaf to different parts of the plant. These companion cells, they are very thin walled, and they have very active cytoplasm. Nucleus is elongated. This phloem parenchyma, they are the thin walled living cells, and they have two function. First, store whatever food is there, it will store it, and then it will supply to whenever the need is there, laterally and slowly. Okay, and this phloem fibers, they are also thick walled cells, spindle shaped, and these are dead cells, and they have the tapering end, and it provide mechanical strength to the plant. So except phloem fibers, okay, all the three types of cells, they are what? They are living cell. Only phloem fibers is a cell which is dead. Rest all the three cells are lively. Here you can see a simple activity. Actually, this activity is generally done by taking a plant which is known as it has a white flower plant, that is Petunia or balsam. So in this experiment, you have to take a beaker, just fill it with some amount of water, take an intact plant along with the roots of Betonia or any other plants, Petunia, whatever you want, whatever is available. Okay. Then in this beaker water, we will add few drops of ink. Then we will leave the arrangement for 1 hour. Then what will happen? We will take a stem, cut it in a slide, and then we will observe it under the microscope. What we will see, the xylem area will be pinkish in color. Why? Because root absorbed the water and the xylem transported it to the different parts of the plant. That's why the water that was present here, it was pink in color. So xylem, whatever water it got, it also is pinkish in color. That means that xylem is responsible for the transportation of water in plants. Thank you, children.